Hi, and welcome back. Today I was asked a question: what makes a separation agreement legal? So the person asking this question is looking at getting separated, legally separated, and isn't quite yet ready for divorce. So I asked the following question: well, does this agreement cover your property division that you're creating? Obviously, you want to cover all of the issues that you possibly can. So I have down here property division. How are you dividing up the property? Debt division. If you have any debt, who's going to pay for what and for how long? Are you allowed to incur new debt on a joint credit card, for example? Does it cover your health insurance? Who's covering who on their health insurance policy and for how long? Does it talk about what happens to the house? Does one party get to keep it? Does the equity get refinanced and another person paid? Who's moving out? Who's staying? Or does it just get put on the market and sold and then you split the net proceeds? What about a retirement plan? Are you going to get a portion of your spouse's retirement plan or vice versa? Or are you going to each take your own retirement plans and walk away? What about tax issues? Is there tax debt owing? If you have children, who gets to claim the children on the tax returns? Who gets those deductions? What about if you have children, who gets parent time and for how long? Are you going to do a 2-2-3 schedule? Are you going to do a week on, week off schedule? Are you going to do an every other weekend schedule? How are you going to do it? Does it set forth that if you have children? And if you have children, who's going to pay child support to who and for how much? If you run a child support calculator, you ought to do that if you're going to do a separation agreement. And of course, last I have spousal maintenance, which is alimony. Are you going to pay some money to your spouse or vice versa? These are just some of the issues that must be in a separation agreement. What makes it legal is if both parties have agreed to it, knowingly and willingly entered into it. You really ought to have an attorney review it just to make sure that it complies with state law. You ought to make sure that it's signed. I would recommend strongly that it be notarized. I would make sure that it's fair because if it's completely one-sided, courts are going to have a hard time upholding a one-sided separation agreement. But I have seen it happen. So make sure you get your separation agreement done correctly. Make sure it's legal. Give us a call if you have any questions or need help with a separation agreement. 801-676-7308. Again, that's 801-676-7308. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Thanks for watching.